Hello, everyone. Good morning and happy Wellness Winning Wednesday. I'm sorry again for being late. Just when I am about to get into the show, important calls keep coming in for One Global Movement, and I am bound to answer. So when we are done, then I will go back to it. So thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for putting up with my lateness these days. So I appreciate that. And we are happy that our big sister is here with us today because when she is here, you just feel like you are home, you're at home. Things are just the way that they are supposed to be. And that is a very, very important resource to have. So thank you so much, Sister Yvonne.
Thank
And
you.
I would really like us to put our hands together and pray for people who are going through challenges, especially for our children and women, a mother that is struggling to put food on the table for the children or for the family, a father that is also struggling maybe to get tuition to pay. You know, a lot of
Yeah.
things are going on that we don't know, but we need to
Mhm.
seek to know so that we know how we're helping this
Yeah.
population. And then
Yeah.
those that are under the weather, we all are from time to time. Me myself, I'm going for physical therapy today. So let us always pray for all of us, but more so we also pray for Mr. Ashman Farah and his
Yes.
family and the building team as well, because without them, without Mr. Ashman Farah, we will not be here. So thank you guys so much for your support, for your love, and for your presence. We all can champion the cause of children, women, young people with a focus on young girls worldwide. So thank you guys. Another thing is we're not going to be able to play our music. Reason being that uh, YouTube will not provide us with the resources that we need because they say that we are using other people's content, which is the music from our legendary Bob Marley and our international anthem from Unpassive. So
Yeah.
please bear with us. Let us do what it takes, and then we monetize it, and then we can then uh, learn the rules on how to put into place those kind of things here with regards to the copyrights. So that's what we're going to be doing. No music this time around. I'm sorry, but this is what we need to do because we need all those resources, no matter how big or how small they are. This is
Yeah.
what we need for our children, and so we need to do that so that you two can open up to us so that
Yeah.
we can do what is necessary for our children and young people. So thank you
Yeah.
guys so much. And we're just going to go ahead and dive into the topic for today, which is Sister Sharon. I saw you. If you're there, if you still need to join the stage, please come. We saw you and we were happy that you're coming to join us. All of a sudden, you disappeared. Hopefully, internet difficulties. But everyone, Sister Sharon, you feel free to join at any time on the stage here. So today's Wednesday, October 23rd. You can believe it. The days are flying. And
Mhm.
Friday, as you know, is my birthday. And but I'm going to be a symbol for all the birthdays that are being celebrated this month, all the Scorpios, just like we all here are celebrating all the birthdays every day, especially the children's mentor, Sister Sharon, who is always wishing and praying a happy birthday to each and every one, particularly our children. I always feel that children are not celebrated enough. Their lives are not celebrated enough. Why? Because I have never been celebrated enough. The thing of birthday is something that I am trying to really learn about it and also
Yeah.
this because I never had those birthday celebrations at all. Once in a while,
Yes.
I'll have like a bottle of uh, Fanta Familiar, they call it in French, like something
Ah.
like a Fanta or something, and I'll be so happy, so big, I hold it, I'll be happy, and then everybody will be smiling, but not like the kind of
Yeah.
that we need to for our children. So I'm going to be a symbol. Please come with anything that you can. Bring your glass of or your bottle of water. Bring your food. Anything. Wear your crown because I'm going to be wearing a crown to represent each and everyone that is celebrating, particularly our children. We need to
Mm.
know that this is life. Life is so simple, and let us make it so simple. The basics, not looking up there, but starting from the ground here is what we need. And life, of
Yes.
course, if you've been given life, you've been given existence. And when you're given existence, what are you doing with that existence is the basis of what our sister is going to be talking today, living with purpose. So we are in Hopeless O-CADEMY Revolution Part 239, Children, a Heritage, episode number 12. Subtopic number 5, Living with Purpose. You might even recall that we've been talking a lot about purpose these days.
Mm-hmm.
And we recently talked about it the other day, but in two parts. So purpose is very important because we were born and our children are born, and the children of tomorrow are going to be born with purpose. Purpose is very important. Purpose comes as a result of creation. And when you're given that purpose and you're giving an opportunity to live every day, what are you doing with your purpose? So our quote says, living with purpose ignites a fire that no obstacle can extinguish. Yes, it ignites a fire that no obstacle can extinguish. Every step we take at One Global Movement is a step towards creating a world where dreams meet determination.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it has to, right? And
Yes.
the purpose is the heartbeat of progress.
Mm-hmm.
When we align our actions with a greater mission, we uplift not only ourselves, but also the women, children, and young people who look to us for hope and inspiration.
That's right.
And lastly, purpose isn't something we find, it's not something you just find, it's something we create. It's something that we paint it. It's something that that we design it. So sorry, there's a call coming in. I'm trying to. So purpose isn't something we find. It's something we create, we design together. One Global Movement builds a future where every action leads to a meaningful change for the most vulnerable among us. And who are the most vulnerable? Children, young people, women. If we can just begin to do little things that will really elevate the situation of this population, it will be better. But it's rather sad that these are the most vulnerable that are being used in situation, whether it is in marketing, whether it is in domestic violence, whether
Mm-hmm.
it is in sex trafficking, whether it is in wars, senseless wars, whether it is in exploitation, whatever we see it, we leave it. And some of us can even be guilty as well,
Yeah.
because parents can be guilty the way they treat their children. It starts
Mm-hmm.
from the home. And therefore, let us make sure that it also starts from the home with living a life of purpose. So, sister, the stage is all yours. I know that you're going to take a minute here to
Yeah.
always read our
Yes.
mission
I will.
statement
I will.
once
I
a
will.
week is what we really need here so that
Okay.
we know what we are doing here. So
Okay.
it
All
is
right.
all yours.
Thank you very much. All right. Greetings, everyone, and please listen to the statement here because it really encapsulates what OGM is all about. There's a quote that from Mark Twain that says the two most important days in your life are when you were born. Never mind if nobody celebrates it. That's not the point. You're here, and when you find out why you're here. And I mean, I know that the situations that we're speaking and we're trying to address here in One Global Movement is one of lack and limit and abuse. And maybe that's down on the list, but it's important for us to know that we all came with a purpose. And as Sister says, it cannot be quenched really. So let's just remember that we're going to help these children, young people, the marginalized. We're going to help them to find a space where they can live out their purpose. So the vision and mission of OGM, this is the foundation of Unpassive, one global movement, and therefore it's from the creator and creation. The mission of One Global Movement is to empower young people, children, and young women worldwide with a focus on young women, providing them with tools, sustainable solutions that will help them eradicate hunger, illiteracy, poverty, build generational wealth while living a life of leadership and purpose. We believe that every child deserves access to nutritious food, quality education, and opportunities to thrive. Through global collaborative efforts, innovative programs, and community engagement programs, we strive to break the cycle of hunger, illiteracy, poverty, and build a future where every child can build on their hopes and dreams while reaching their full potential. Together, through divine intervention, love, on passives, clean, safe, and valuable technology, we can create a world where no child goes to bed hungry, no child is denied an education, and no child is limited to poverty or any condition that is not of their own making. It is possible. Our gratitude and tribute always goes to Mr. Ashmufari for bringing this world family together for the purpose of providing solutions to all sectors of the global economy, beginning with children. Thank you, Mr. Mufara, and all the On-Passive Building team. We love you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So that is our mission here. So we're glad that you're here to support us in that mission, everyone who's the sound of my voice.
Yes.
So today, the topic is living with purpose. And as I said before, some people are saying that we can live without purpose. I was doing some research, and I don't know how that's possible because purpose is a framework. It's like a blueprint. You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint. You just don't live without having a reason for living, what you're going after. So I don't understand that, but that's their thing. And in the scriptures in Jeremiah 29:11, it says, this is God speaking. He says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." Now, if our Creator says that about us, please, it's a very important thing. To live with purpose, you must know that you have a purpose. And I wish that every child, as soon as they could understand what was in a situation, some people are running away, running for their life. They don't have time for this, right? It seems that way. But I wish they were able to be told that every day you have a purpose, not an accident, there's a reason for you to be here. And purpose can be what you are inherently good at or something you are thrust into. Purpose can come upon you suddenly, but some children have known from they could think they knew what their purpose was. I just admire those. But again, whatever the case is, it must be made alive from inside you. No human being can give you your purpose. It cannot be somebody else's idea.
Yep.
Here is someone who discovered their purpose at a young age and through a very traumatic event. And you know who I'm going to talk about, Alala.
Yes.
We know her story. I can repeat it 100 times. You know her story. She was young. All she wanted to do as a girl in her culture, she wanted to go to school. She didn't see any reason why she should be denied that, and she went after that to the point of death. Okay, this is what she did. This is how she's living, and she's still making that impact today. That's her purpose. As a Christian believer, my faith is full of examples of people discovering and living out a life of purpose. Joseph, David, Moses, Abraham, and the Lord Jesus Christ. They all knew they had a purpose. Joseph was young, and he was a braggart, and he let his brothers hate him, and he almost got killed for that. But he still ended up his purpose because God has a way of making it work out. Same with David. He was young. Moses messed up, did a big boo-boo, spent 40 years waiting to come back. He made it back. And Jesus, of course, knew his purpose from 12 years old. He said to his parents when he made a boo-boo too, he left them to worry where he was in the synagogue, speaking with the elders, talking with them like a grown-up, saying to his parents, "Do you not know that I have to be about my father's business?" Of course, his father is God. So but they all know their purpose. To live with purpose, we must discover our own unique purpose and pursue it with passion and determination. How do you do that? Well, you don't go around asking everyone and anyone. You do not do that. You spend, or better still, invest time in yourself by getting to know you. You take a journey of self-discovery. You get to learn the benefits of living with purpose. You seek out mentors for guidance only and discover role models. But you have to know what that purpose is. It resonates with you. Finding your purpose involves self-reflection and introspection. Nailing down your values. What are they? Passions and skills. Ensuring that these are authentically yours. Be vigilant about the influence of common challenges, such as societal expectations. You're a woman, you can't do this, you're this, you can't do that.
Mhm.
None of those are supposed to matter. You are supposed to be so driven and so determined, as you said earlier, sister, no obstacle will stop you. You're going to do what Mr. Mafara said, do it or die.
Yep.
He's
Yep.
an exemplar of purpose.
Yep.
And then there's also the fear of failure, which we have covered here many times, and we have ways to address that as well, right?
Right.
Because what doesn't kill you, you can manage.
Yep.
And it says the benefits of living with purpose. It leads to overall well being. You feel much better when you have a purpose for getting up each day. Even if you have aches and pains, you are so focused and so in love with your passion that you want to bring to this world. And this basically that's what it is. You have something inside you that you
Mhm.
have to bring to the world, right? Because we're
Right.
servants at large, really. We're all supposed to bring something. And then it brings you happiness. When
Yep.
all else fails, you're happy because this is what you know you're meant to do and fulfillment.
Yep.
It builds resilience and it helps you overcome adversity because I mean there will be challenges. Nothing is easy, right?
Yep.
People, places, things, something will bring you down, but you have to get up and go on again. And it leaves a lasting legacy. If nothing else, you can think of what you're leaving for those you're leaving behind. And then the role of mentors and role models. Mentorship and guidance helps in discovering and pursuing your purpose. They can. There are so many things. Thank God for the technology. You only
Mhm.
have to put in a word and you get a lot of information and help, right? But you must resist at all costs parental and other well meaning pressures or projections onto you. That is not
Mhm.
your purpose. A lot
Yep.
of parents or grown ups will try to live their unfulfilled lives to their young children or whatever it is. They'll put those purposes onto them. Try to avoid having that. Share this, and then I can share the story of Malala again, but she was not affected by that, anyways. But um, she became an activist and found her purpose to the point of death. As I said, she was shot, but she said, I don't want to remember it for that. I want to remember it for the things that I'm leaving as a legacy, the way
Mhm.
she's changing the culture. Right?
Yep.
And then I have a little um, acronym because I like them. So purpose takes planning, right? It might seem as if you can just go about it, but it takes planning. It has to be proactive, strategic, and long-term thinking. So develop a clear round roadmap for your goals. Consider potential obstacles, which there will be some, as I said, and regularly review and adjust your plan as needed because it
Mhm.
will not be one straight line. You'll
Yep.
probably have to leave it for a while. For instance, priorities might change because say you have a purpose and then you have a family. Your family is going to have to take precedence over that until they can be a little bit independent, and then you go on again. And
Yep.
then the P is the plan, and then the unwavering is the U, unwavering determination and commitment. Stay focused on your goals even in the face of setbacks. Of course, as I said, a family will probably make you have a little detour of your purpose because you're going to have to raise those children and be present. Because, as you are always saying, there's no point leaving your home. Charity begins at home. No
Yep.
point leaving your home unlooked after to go and say, I have a purpose out there. That doesn't work.
No.
Believe in your abilities and potential. Maintain a positive mindset and perseverance. Then the R, resilience, adaptability, flexibility, and bounce back ability. That's not a word, but it's a
But
word.
but that's your word. That's good.
That's my
Ownership.
word. Learn from mistakes and failures. Develop coping mechanism to handle stress and challenges. Mindfulness, meditation, music. Just take a break. Be open to change and new opportunities. And then the P again is persistence, continuous effort, tenacity, and drive. Keep going even when things get tough, and they
Yep.
will.
Yep.
Don't give up easily. Celebrate small victories along the way. And then the O, organize, structure, efficiency, and time management. Prioritize tasks and manage your time effectively. Create a system that works for you.
Mhm.
Not one system works for everybody. You must know how yours will work, right?
Right.
And then stay organized and avoid procrastination as best you can because all of us procrastinate at times, right? And then the S is for sure.
Yeah.
Be confident that you're on the right track. So it comes back to self-reflection again. Every once in a while, check out yourself, self-belief, and certainty. Trust in your abilities again and decisions. Believe in your purpose. Make sure it's still your purpose, right? Because some
Mhm.
purpose will change. Surround yourself with supportive, positive people. And then be enthusiastic, passion and excitement and energy. Enjoy the journey and find your joy in what you do. Stay
Mhm.
curious and open to new experiences and share your passion with others. Maybe others will join you in that purpose. To
Mhm.
live with purpose, you must first know and find that you have a purpose. It's
Yep.
important that you do that.
Yep.
Finding what that purpose is can be both exciting and challenging. It is not necessarily what you are good at or what comes easily to you, but one thing that it is not what someone else says it is. This is something that you must discover from inside you. Thank
Mhm.
you for listening.
Yes. Thank you so much. I so love the way that you brought this again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is wonderful. Let us really clap for her because
Thank you, sister.
people might not know purpose is very important. There's no other way you're going to live without having that.
No.
Otherwise, how are you going to live in the first place? And how are you going to help these children? You have
Yes.
to have a purpose. We were created with that purpose, it is there. And
Yes.
so, and I love those acronyms. Those acronyms help a lot to make people to understand, and we
Yes.
can go back and watch this video again and again so that these children will know. And all of us, we can do it as a family activity to watch with
Yes.
our children, because
Yes.
when we do
Yes.
it as a family activity, these children will be open to it. Now they will start gravitating, all of us will gravitate towards what matters, and that is purpose right there,
Exactly.
towards what
Exactly.
matters. So that is
Exactly.
very, very important. And then I also so like what you talk about, that some of us, the parents and adults and caregivers, we did
Yes.
not have our purpose fulfilled
Mm-hmm.
in life. And
Yes.
now, getting old, or not even getting, because we can fulfill our purpose at any time, it's just because we've been so brainwashed to think that, oh,
Exactly.
I am 30, I'm 40, I
Yes.
started late, or 50, I
Yes.
cannot do this. No,
Yes. Yes.
because we should not have to want to leave our purpose now through our children, because when you do that, we will be killing their own purpose, and
Yes.
that brings anxiety, it brings worries, it brings pain to the children. We have
Yes.
to let them live their own. And I know that certain situations made us, the parents, caregivers, and
Mm-hmm.
adults,
Mm-hmm.
have to be able to really fulfill our purpose. One good example is having a baby, but that is the best example. What do you need? Children are a blessing, and they were given to us for a reason,
Mm-hmm.
and for us to be stewards. But in
Mm-hmm.
some cases, illness, in some cases, the orientation and background was not there, and people don't know how to
Yes.
even bring out their purpose, let alone to live it. And so,
Yes.
what we're doing here, we're bringing all of these things together so that we can begin to plug in. It does not matter your age, 70, 80, 90. I just read about one lady, looks like they just sent those things to me on purpose, you know. So this lady, she is 89 years old. She
Yep.
graduated with
Yep.
a bachelor's degree. And you look at her, you will not even know she's up to
Yep.
60. This
Yep.
lady is so enthusiastic. She's so happy. She's so
Yep.
excited with pride and dignity.
Yep.
And she has fulfilled her purpose. And what is she going to
Yes.
do? She's now going to keep educating others, especially the disenfranchised in society, those
Ah,
that
yeah.
are relegated to the background, which we are looking after those communities here. So that is so important. So if we have not found our purpose, we are here in O-CADEMY. We are here teaching one another, those on stage, those in the chat. This is the best way to learn, not just taking something and say, here, this is the curriculum. This is the only way that it can be done. No,
Yes.
it's a discussion because we know who we are. Human beings means mistakes. We're going to make those mistakes, but we are open to correction. We are open to
Mm-hmm.
that. Like you say, nothing comes easy.
It does not.
Nothing comes easily. You got to work, because these two things have to come together in order for us to really find and live a life of purpose, and then leadership. you know.
Yes.
So that is very, very important. I like the way you treat it. So living with purpose means a lot. Aligning your action, even before leaving, you have to first of all must know and accept who you are,
Yep.
who you are in the heart and eyes of the one that created you. We need to
Absolutely.
know.
We do.
And knowing that, when you know that you appreciate yourself, number one,
Mm-hmm.
yes, because you know, and then you appreciate the one that created you, because you
Yes.
know who you are, because somebody created you as the most supernatural being created you, and you know who's you. And when you know who's you are, you do things
Yes.
with purpose. You
Purpose.
live with purpose, and you
Yes.
find your purpose, and you are determined to action out your purpose without even listening to the noises around you. Some noises
Mm-hmm.
might just be a distraction, or somebody's excited to say something. Not to say don't pay attention to people, but you know where you're going, you know what you're doing with your purpose. And when you set out to do that, people should know you. People should be able to tell, oh, since Yvonne Finn passed this route, this is, yes, I know that. Okay, John Barilla, this is John Barilla. This is Mundi. We should be able to know that. That is how purpose is being lived. So
Yes.
aligning your actions, decisions, and daily life with a deeper sense of meaning or intention. She said,
Mm-hmm.
mentioned these things. It involves being driven by personal values. What are your
Yep.
personal values? If you have not, you don't know your personal values, you cannot be able to help your own children, because
Right.
children's personal values come from us, and our values come from the Creator. If we
Right.
know these things, and this is the way, and the children intend to also know that, you know what, I came from the one that created me, and so I have to live a life of purpose. Living a life of purpose, meaning, like she says, you have high integrity, you are honest, you're respectful, you show gratitude, and you do a lot of great things. And before you know, you'll just be smiling. And even if something were to disturb you, you know that that thing is just momentarily. And you know
Yes.
that it's going to go away. You're not going to just sit back and say, oh, I tried, it's not working. That is not how living a life of purpose is. It involves being driven by personal values, passions, and goals, rather than just going through motions or emotions, or responding to external pressures.
Right.
That means you're not living any life of purpose. When you live with purpose, your life has direction.
Yes.
You know, okay, I'm going to get up from bed today. These are my plans. You put those plans, you give them up anyhow you want to the one that created you, and put those things in you. Because remember, she says, before you were formed in your mother's womb,
Yep.
I had already written your future. That is
Yep.
the God who is speaking. And it is true. Because for some reason or the other, a lot of us have not really found that purpose, because there was no good direction, no love, no good nurturing in our lives. I thank God for me. You're talking about Malala. Malala is exactly me who is
I
speaking here
know.
today, because
I
I
know.
fought to get an education, and thank
Yes.
God for my grandmother.
Yep.
Instead of my grandmother, I would have been killed, or something would have happened to me.
Absolutely.
But
Yep.
because those who are going through the same challenges like me are no more, I'm the only one who is existing. And that is for a purpose. And I must never waver, never play with what I'm doing here, because if my grandmother, my mother, and my village never gave me my life and my purpose, I would not be here. And I started
Absolutely.
very young with this One Global movement, just doing, I didn't know what I was doing. But thank God
Yeah.
that, we have all of us putting our heads here together. And with Mr. Ashman Farah, who made a statement, and I took that statement and I ran with it. And
Yep.
we are registered with the United States government the right way, with
Mhm.
One Global Movement, building hopes and dreams. So that is very important. So, and we can live a life of purpose in several ways. She mentioned all those things. Discover who you are through your parents, through your mentors, and make sure you pick and choose. You will know if you listen to yourself very well. You will know if somebody is
You will
telling
know.
the right thing to
You
you
will
or
know.
not,
You will know.
and you embrace growth and learning. It is a lifelong process. Discovering your process is a lifelong process, because when you're done with this purpose, God puts another one, and you
That's
continue.
it.
Or God might say, okay, now you step to
Yes.
this level with the same. You
Yes.
step here and embody different things that you're going to use,
Yes.
and we should be
Exactly.
open to that. And that is
Yes.
living purpose, and then serve others like we are doing here. We are serving, because she says, she said it. We have been called to serve. We are servants. And
Everyone.
and yes,
Everyone.
everyone, and we all can serve. You don't have to speak English. You don't have to write.
Mhm.
You don't have to have a high school diploma or any of those qualifications that exist in the
Mhm.
human world. You just have to have a heart filled with gold, love for
Love.
these children. That is very,
Mhm.
very important. When you love these children, when you care for them, when you think about a child or a neighbor or family that are unable to provide food, are unable to pay for their electricity, or maybe, just maybe, something, a child is carrying the books in a plastic bag and the books are falling, they can't afford a backpack. You can do
Yes.
something about it. These are basic life necessities that we can help, so that others can be able to live a life of purpose. And then stay true to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Don't
Yes. Yes.
try to blow things out of proportion so that
That's
people can say, oh, she knows, he knows.
mhm.
No, all of those things in the human realm are not going to help. Do what are you doing? Don't let nothing disturb you. Your focus on that purpose, and you're doing it regardless of who says what, regardless of the attitudes that people put around you. You stay focused, because when you stay focused, you will know a lot of things, good things begin to come your way. A lot of great things are coming, and you're just so happy. Look at Mr.
Mhm.
Ashfar. Look at what he has gone through. Some of us will be quitting by now. Say,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
done. I'm not going to do it. I'm over with this. But what did
Yes.
he do? Despite millions, he says, you know what? I will do this, because guess what? A lot of us are angry because we're not happy with where we are, what we have. We're not happy going through life. We're not happy seeing another person progressing, or going to the next level, because
Yeah.
we have not found our purpose. And secondly, we found it's not working the way we think in our head. Instead of committing it in the hands of God and continue to do it like Mr. Ashmafara is doing, we give
Absolutely.
up. We give up because we've lost millions. Do you know that people have lost billions and they still do what they need to do? I think we all know that. So
Yeah.
people have
No.
even missed being killed.
Yes.
Remember, I am a bush girl. Okay, I live in the bush for almost 3 months. Remember that. But in that bush, it didn't matter to me. I wasn't even afraid. I don't know why. You
Yeah.
know. So
Yes. Well,
I'm giving
that's
examples. You know.
that's what purpose does, right? You know that. I mean, it it doesn't mean that you're cavalier about your life, but you are so driven because the serving that you want to produce is bigger than that. And I mean, I think what you just said a while ago is so impactful, because if people find their purpose and they know that each person has one, then the competition that we live with on a daily basis, tearing down one another, we would know that if we don't do our thing, then we are the ones that's letting the world down, right?
Right.
We can't take somebody else's thing. The competition would just go away. I would hope that's the case. If we have to decide and know that we're all serving. We
Yeah.
came to serve.
Yeah.
High, little, one, two, doesn't matter. The whole world one time, one little corner one time, that does not matter. It
Mhm.
matters that we're doing what we are called to do. Just
Yes.
like you said. You
Yes.
found it and it was bigger than you. And it's that's the same thing with Mr. Mufara. I mean, he literally says it, do it or die. And I know he means it.
It means
My
it.
son, I'm going to announce my son.
I'm jealous of
Ibrahim,
your son.
I know you are, but I saw it first, and besides, he can't be yours. Ibrahim Traore, you know he knows that at any minute now, a bullet could come flying from somewhere, even from his
Yes.
own people. Let's put it down to the facts.
Yes.
He's exposed continuously
It starts
24
from
hours
home. Those who are going to hurt him are right there with him.
right there. So, and I mean, and he persists 2 years, and they say he's done more than all the others for all
More
the
than
30.
80% of leaders in the world in 2 years,
Yes,
more than
2
80%. And he's
I mean,
gone.
come
Those are the
on.
kind of people that you know that they are God sent.
Absolutely.
And
You think
I can die at any time. I better do it and do it well and do it quickly because
exactly. He's
I want
exactly. He's moving at a breakneck speed, and I mean, not
oh
everybody can do
my God.
that, but he has the resources. So
Yes.
thank God he has that. But what I'm saying is that's a purpose-driven life.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yep. Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. And it's all for children. He says it for these children, for young people.
Yes,
He
and he's
works
young
with young
himself, and
people
he's
like
young.
me. He says
Yes,
sometimes he thinks he's a father,
yes, he
And then
does.
sometimes he says for young people like me. Those are
Yes,
the kind of people that Malala is those kind of
yes,
people. A
yes,
lot of them are out there and we know them. We just need to seek and read about them and hopefully
yes.
get inspired to also do the same. This is why
Thank
I
you.
say, like Mr. Ash Mufara, I don't know any other thing that I'm going to be doing, but this one. This
Of
one.
course,
And
of course.
whether with or without people, I will still do it because they're still going to go to YouTube, to other forums and watch it. I will still spread the message in the world when I go to travel around the world. This is
Yes,
what we're doing.
yes. We must support somebody like that, and he certainly has this is deserving of our support.
Yes.
Right? He
Yes.
most certainly is. He's proved himself, and the least we can do is be loyal and send good prayers and good thoughts and just do the minor things that he's asked us to do. And of
Yes.
course, support this platform as well, because we're right lockstep with him.
Mhm.
That's exactly what he wants to do, the next generation.
And
Because I mean, we're not saying we're lost, but
yes.
we have to deal with what we've created. But we want the other next one to be much more empowered and better. That's what we're
Yes,
after.
certainly,
Yes.
certainly. And we're
Yeah.
doing so in our own different endeavor because you have your
Yes.
purpose. When we
Yep.
bring these purposes together,
Yes.
then we make it so big that we can do things together. Remember
Absolutely.
the spirit of Ubuntu. I cannot do this without
With
you guys and
you.
others that
Yes.
are not even founding members of Unpassive. I cannot.
Every,
I didn't
every,
do it in the community when I was little. There were the parents of the community supporting me and the youth. That's why you
right.
see the youth, if you see how they write to me, they're
Oh,
going
I
to get
believe you.
married. They're right. Their
Yeah.
sister, this is what I'm doing. To this
Yeah.
morning, I spent time speaking to them.
Yes.
I spent more than 30 minutes on the phone speaking to them
Wow.
because just doing that alone, you have helped them to build their purpose. They are so excited. They know that there is somebody behind me that is cheering me on, that
Yes.
believes in me, in what I'm doing. This is what we are asking for our children. A lot of us don't support our children enough. We just find a place
Yeah.
to
It's
criticize
true.
what they're
It's true.
not doing,
Yep.
forgetting to really appreciate them for even putting in the effort to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is so important. When I say this thing about children, it really bothers me. So a lot of times I want to cry because a lot of I've seen where parents don't they just put their own children down in terrible ways. I know
Yes.
that sometimes I was guilty. Now I don't know how to say shut up because and I was never trying to tell somebody shut up or
Good.
you're
That's
stupid.
good.
That's why one time when I used to work for corporate America, and I brought the word home. I thought it was funny because when the people said it, I was trying to imitate it, I was laughing. I brought the word home and I said to my son, "Oh," my son said, "Mommy, no, that's not you. That's wrong." He cried. I said, "But it's fun." He said, "No, you don't know
No.
that word. Don't do
Yeah. But thank God he was very gentle with you and he corrected you. That's
So,
nice.
ladies and gentlemen, with this thing that we are talking, start with one thing. Don't think that you can just know everything all at once.
No, you can't.
I take it piecemeal sometimes because when I try to go so fast or take too much, bite too much to swallow, it doesn't work. So we do
That's
it little by little. Let's start with gratitude. Let's
yeah.
start with gratitude, or let's start by appreciating our children for even having the effort. Let's start by thanking them that I am grateful that you're my son. I'm grateful that you're my daughter because it is. We have to be
Mhm.
grateful that they are. Do you know that there are people out there that don't even have children?
Yes,
And
they
we are
are.
here, we have children.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
know? And we can still adopt. There are so many ways by which we can have children, especially
Yeah.
these children in the world. We need to adopt these children in the
Yes.
world and help them. So please let us start from home. Everything that you see happening out there, we can never blame the government. We can never blame the other people,
No.
although they carry part of the blame, but it starts from
Yes.
home. When
Yes.
we are determined to spend more than 90% of our resources, our love, our energy,
Right.
our 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 financial resources,
Emotional support. Yeah.
everything.
Everything.
You know that this child will go into the world and do the same thing. Before you
Yes.
know, we don't have to be accusing people of fighting wars. You will see people with just everything, like you said, will just mellow out. It will mellow out. It's just like a child is getting angry. Instead of you finding out why is my son like, why is my daughter like this, and you
Yeah.
said, hey, stop that stupid nonsense and this and that, it
Oh,
doesn't help. Do you know what he's going through or she's going through? Know that with these young people, hormonal changes is something that makes
God,
people cry.
yes.
We know
Yeah.
that. For
Yeah.
we women, we know when we are having our periods. I know
Yeah. Yeah.
we it is something, and if people don't understand, can think that you're mean, you're angry, you're
Mm-hmm.
calling
Mm-hmm.
your name. Let's do away with the name callings. Let's
Yes.
really do away, and thank God, towards the end of this month we're going to be doing with bullying, stop bullying prevention. We're going to
Mm.
with, because this month is a very important month, and I'm so grateful that I was born in this month. We talk about women's a small national women's small businesses, and then we're going
Mm-hmm.
to be talking about three important things that happened this month. If I'm Sister Sharon will always remind me. So we are going to be speaking on those things towards the end of the month, because
Okay.
they are very important for us here.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you guys so much, sister. If you have anything, it's your day. Go ahead. Otherwise, I will start to appreciate our audience here.
Go ahead, my sister. I will just close out when we're done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Hello, Samitra Manda. How are you, sister? Thank you so much for visiting us here today. We highly appreciate you. If you're new here, please subscribe. If you hear what we are doing here, you listen to it, and it really grips your heart, please subscribe here and share it, and put a big thumbs up when you get here first thing, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Thank you so much, and please let us all do our own fair share to share these things with the world, so that we can reach every child in the world. And greetings to everyone, and thank you for being purposeful in attending and supporting the One Global Movement webinars. We appreciate you. Yes, they are really on purpose. Otherwise, you won't be seeing them here every day. Thank you guys so much. And today's topic is living with purpose. Please join the discussion by sharing what that means in your life. Thank you. And good time. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for always being that strong pillar behind our children here. We highly appreciate you. And the soul which has no fixed purpose in life is lost. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. Michael de Montaigne. That's a beautiful quote right there. And I'm going to
Yeah.
be putting that online so that people can hopefully also read it. Thank you.
Okay.
You're always bringing some beautiful quotes here.
Okay.
And Kanitha Mamin, how are you, Kanitha? Thank you so much for being here with us today. We highly appreciate you and the Momins family for supporting children worldwide. Thank you so much. We love you. And our beautiful sister, Ballyhoo Pushpin Media, Sister Sharon, thank you so much for your support, your presence, and your mentorship for children worldwide. We highly appreciate you. And we were waiting for you on stage, but well, next time. Tomorrow is still. And our beautiful sister Nancy is here. Always thank you so much, Nancy, for your love and support for our children and women worldwide. And thank you for being the nurse that you are for nursing our children. Thank you. And let's go down here. And we have our brother, Sir Ashak Kumar, who is always here on a regular, persistent, and consistent basis. Thank you so much, sir, for your love, your gratitude to Mr. Ash Mufara on Passive, and to all of us here in One Global Movement. One Global Movement will not be here with these masterpieces without Mr. Ash Mufara, and we are highly grateful for that. Thank you. And of course, if Sister Sharon is here, of course, I expect to have a happy birthday. Happy birthday to everyone who is celebrating their birthday today. Yes, happy birthday to all of us in October. Thank you so much. And let's go here. And special hello to from Kenitha Moment to you. Thank you so much for sending that special greetings. We love you. Thank you. And Nancy says, Sumatra Magdal, welcome to hashtag One Global Movement. You guys have very good eyes. You know, it looks like you have all the names in your head. Sometimes you know who is new and who is
Yeah, I know.
that is paying attention and living on purpose. You're not just
Yeah,
you're not just existing. You're living on
yes.
purpose. See, and
Wow.
we have Sir Ashidi Sangma. Thank you so much, sir. Your presence, your love is making a difference in the life of women and children and young people worldwide. We highly appreciate you. We love you. And Nancy, families, press the big thumbs up. Remember that she doesn't leave us alone, right? Press the big thumbs up because I just did and share with some friends. Press it. Just go ahead and just one click, you're done, right? And for those who are new, please do well. Take a moment to subscribe and turn on the notification bell as well. Thank you. And we have Main Sanka. How are you, sir? Thank you so much for always joining us. And thank you. We appreciate your presence and your love and your support for children. Thank you. We have Diblina Sinha. Hello, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Lots of prayers for everyone. Yes. Thank you so much. And we are also praying for you and your family as well. And let's go here. We have Sir Medan Mishra. Thank you so much, sir, for the love you have within you for these children and women worldwide. We highly appreciate you and our love to you and your family as well. Thank you. And happy birthday, my dear Queen, Dr. Mundih, and everyone celebrating this month. We love every single one of you. I think this will be this is the time of my life that I'm really experiencing birthday celebrations and people sending me well wishes. This is the first time, just so you know, because I was never used to celebrating anything of that. So thank you guys so much for that. It makes me represent these children very well.
Yes.
Course, our beautiful sister Sagarika Dias is always here contributing so powerfully. And she always says, children are the heart of every nation. That quote is such an important quote that it just tells everything that we're supposed to be doing with our children. Thank you so much. Oh, blessing, Spire help the socially neglected humanity, transferring a better successive life. Thank you so much. You are such a powerful contributor here. We love you. And thank you for being present for children as a mother. We love you. Thank you. And Maria Jazz, how are you, Maria? Thank you again for joining us here. We appreciate you and we appreciate your love and presence for children worldwide. Thank you. And we have Kine McCullough. Kine McCullough, thank you so much. If you're new here, you're welcome into this global family. We are here for women, children, and young people worldwide. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And thanks to the one that brought you here and every other person, from one person to two to three to four to five. Before you know, we're going to reach 1.7 billion children worldwide. So let us keep sharing and sharing. Remember, we are building a solid foundation here. If we don't build this foundation, it's not going to get anywhere. And we're building it, also doing what we can do. We're not just waiting for unpassive. We need to develop and create different funnels of resources that are going to help these children because they need a variety, right? Choices. So thank you for being here with us. We appreciate you.
Okay.
And let's see here. We have Sagarika says O-CADEMY is advancing platform by which every child, woman, and everybody to educate himself as well as family, nation, whole world, and get jobs what they like. Get the kind
Yeah.
of job that they like, which in this case most often is creating your own business. Thank you so much, Sagarika. I so love it because you do not relent your efforts. A lot of people don't want to express themselves because they think they can't write English, but they're writing. Look at what you're doing. You
Yep.
know, and you're doing it so well. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Exactly.
Yes. And we have our beautiful sister Piari Topo. Thank you so much. as always, for being one of the strong pillars here, our regulars here that is standing firm behind children. We love you and we appreciate you. And Nancy says, I'm always looking forward to Wednesday to hear our mission statement. It's a way for us to understand our purpose and the importance of why we are here. Yes,
Yes,
Nancy.
that's right.
Yes, me myself, I'm looking forward to that because I catch everything on tape, on recording. Now I get to send it out, and people are on it on all social media. They and now they get to understand little by little, so that they will know why they are here. Because it's very important that we know our purpose. We know why we are here. Thank you so much, Nancy. You pay attention too much, Nancy.
She does pay attention. Good for her.
Okay, we have Nimin Charan Naik. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today. We love you, we appreciate you, and we are praying for you as well. Our love and regards to all the children in your community and in your home. Thank you so much. And he says, hello, everyone, all Unpassive Founders family members. We love you. Thank you. And thank you, Topo. Yari Topo, thank you so much. Because I have that special greetings always from you guys. Thank you so much. That really inspires me. Thank you. And we have Kabita Debna. Thank you so much. If you're new here, sister, you're welcome here. We appreciate you for taking the time to join us here today. And we will be welcoming you and others all the time because together we will champion the cause of children, young people, and women worldwide. Thank you so much. And Nancy says, everyone has a purpose inside of them, but each of us needs to discover your purpose, your own. Not following anyone's, but you pray for God to help you understand what your heart desires, then you look for ways, and then you look for ways to really action them, right? To improve your desire. So thank you so
Yes,
much.
thank you.
That is so true. Thank you so much. Just so you know, she's bilingual. Okay, I get jealous. I can't speak my French well anymore. So she is French and English. Just so you know, and that's the truth. We are blessed to have people here who speak different languages because
Yes,
they're going to be interpreters to us,
yep,
especially to those who cannot understand English words. Thank you so much.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yes. And then we have, let's go down here. We have Ashish Sankar. If you're new here, sir, you're welcome here. We love you. We appreciate you for taking the time to invest in children, young people, and women. Come again and encourage others to come. Thank you so much, sir. And the managing director, hello, everyone. I'm late again today, but welcoming everyone. I'm working on a play and had some work to do, but I'm listening now.
That's
Glad you
good,
are
John.
here today.
You're doing your purpose. Good for you.
That's
Good for
what
you,
we
John.
want. Yes,
Yes.
thank you so much. And I need to talk with you privately, John, but thank you so much for that. Thank you. And
Yep.
keep going. Congratulations. And
Mm.
we need that for everyone. Okay, while we are
Yes.
waiting, an idle mind is a devil's workshop. We can't just sit and fold our arms and say we are working, we are looking for, waiting for unpassive. Otherwise we will have things in our head, in our mind, that are not good, because you need to eat, you need to educate the children, you need to feed the children, even yourself. You need to pay some bills. You need to do things. So we
Mm.
need to do whatever it takes, even if it means selling water, even if it means doing whatever you need to. Otherwise our minds will be polluted with things that are not good, especially
Mhm.
with our children. Otherwise we won't be able to sponsor these children, and these children will not grow up right. So we need to do something while waiting for unpassive. So thank you so much. That's a great example.
It is.
And the managing director says, living with purpose is the topic. And I am certainly doing
Yes,
that.
you are.
What do you folks think about living with purpose? Of course,
Mhm.
John, you are. Thank you so much. And don't play. He protects the children by all
Oh,
costs. Okay?
I know.
Yes. And Nancy says, when we all come together every day to attend OGM, that's a purpose. Yes.
Yep,
Yes. You want to serve and helping, uplifting humanity. No one forced you to do it, but your heart wants it,
that's
right?
right.
That is so
Yep.
true, Nancy. That is
That's
so
right.
true. Thank you so much. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
they're coming here. And that's why I appreciate them. And I'm so happy because when I'm opening this screen, I'm always just envisioning the wonderful, amazing people, supporters that I'm going to meet on the other side of the globe. But thank God
Yes.
for
Yes.
Unpassed and Mr. Ash
Ye-
Mufari.
Yes.
And our beautiful sister, Sanju Ashmira. How are you, sister? Thank you so much for always joining us and for being that pillar for our children around the world. We appreciate you and we love you. And Jan says, thanks to Yvonne Finn and Nancy Jody and anyone else helping me. Greet all of you folks. I'm busy multitasking, but I'm listening. Feel free to comment as you listen, folks. Yes, these powerful ladies are always here helping. I don't know what to say. It's only God alone who knows. But what I can all I can say is thank you so much for
We-
you guys for supporting all of us
Thank you,
here.
sister. As you say, we're together. That's what they say, right? We are together.
Yeah, Ubuntu, the spirit of Ubuntu.
Ubuntu,
Yes.
spirit of Ubuntu.
Yes, that's the spirit I was raised with. You are because I am. I am
Yes.
because you are. If we understand this, nobody will be fighting with anybody. We will want to help. We will want to
Absolutely.
make sure, no matter how small, even if you help out of nothing, okay? Even you
Mhm.
just say hello.
Yep.
That's you must have
That's helping.
you
That's
needed
helping.
something. Somebody would know that you care. You know,
Right.
how are you? How was your
Right.
night? How
Yes.
what just
Yes.
very important. So thank you.
Yep. It is.
Oh my God. Now the US Bank will be calling me a lot now. Okay.
Okay.
And, and hello, everyone, all hashtag unpassive family members. Good morning and good afternoon and good evening. Good and good night. Thank you so much, Senyamin. We highly appreciate you for joining us, even though it's late in your area, but you're here and you're supporting children. We appreciate you. Thank you. And sometimes to accomplish your purpose or to reach your goals, you need to find it yourself than you get other people to help reaching your objective where you want to go. Yes, it starts with us. That's why when anything that is happening out there with our children, it is us. We take full responsibility. It starts
Yes.
from the home.
Yes, it does.
Nothing will be going out there if it didn't start from the home. Okay.
Yes.
A
Yep.
child learns to love because they have been loved in the home. A
That's
child
it.
learns to hate and to discriminate because
Same
it
thing.
has been
Same
done in
thing.
the home. So
Yep.
these things start with us. And in some cases, these children were not fortunate because of one thing or the other that the
Right.
parents or the caregivers couldn't do. We understand those things as well.
Mhm.
But thank you
Yep.
so much, Nancy, for really emphasizing on this.
Yep.
And Bali who is also helping to greet folks. Thank you, Sharon. And always helping to say happy birthday. That alone really lights my heart, okay? Because children are rarely celebrated the way that they're supposed to.
That's
Yes.
true. Yeah.
And let's go down
You
here.
know, sister, I'm sorry, but the way to celebrate them is your time. You know, a lot of people who are good resources, financial, they think giving the children things and sending them off. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about giving them your time. That is the
Yes.
most important gift you can give anybody, and certainly your children. Let them
Yes.
know how they're not a burden, they're appreciated and welcome, and that the world is waiting for what they're bringing. You
Yes.
know, that
Yes.
is what appreciation mean here. We're not talking about being rich and giving them this and that and whatever it is. That's good. But
Yes.
if you don't give them your time, you're not giving them anything. You're not.
Yes, that is so true. That is so true. Presence and love.
Absolutely.
Love comes with being present and
Yeah.
listening to your children. And most of the time, really listen and keep quiet. Don't be interjecting with
Yes.
things and saying
Exactly.
things, counteracting them and trying to distort their thought pattern. No,
No.
that is not what we're talking. And even so, sister, sometimes people give that money, they give with arrogance.
Yes. Of
Love is
course.
not embedded in that money. For me,
No, it's
I
not.
don't care whether you're going to give me 1 million. If I feel that nothing is embedded, I don't care. I throw the million back to you. Go with it. Because
Absolutely.
my happiness, my health is worth
Yeah.
more than 1 million that
Yes.
is given with arrogance. So that's what we are
Yes.
talking about. That's why we always emphasize here that don't come here if you have not taken care of yourself and your children and your home. Do
Yeah.
not do that. That will mean if you did not start something good in your home, you will not be able to do that here for these
Mm-hmm.
children that we are so
Right.
trying to
Yeah.
reach. This is so
Yes.
important. Okay, take time to rest. Take time to serve yourself. Take time to pat yourself on the shoulder. Take time
Yes.
to serve your husband, your wife, your children. Take time to help extended family. But don't let people use you or take you for granted. Don't do
No.
that. It's
Exactly.
you who has to say yes or no, and do what will help them so that they can help themselves, not just giving something that will help them only in the moment and not teaching them how they can use that to help themselves, because you're not always going to be there to teach them. And that's what we are doing with our children. We're teaching
Yes.
our children to do it, to take charge of their lives,
Yes.
take charge
Yes.
of their own self-independence,
Right.
self-sufficiency is what
Yes.
we're talking here. And like they say, the common saying that you cannot always just feed people with a fish. You must teach them how to fish it for
Yes.
themselves, so that they in turn can also teach their
Yes.
children.
Yes. Because boundary is a part of self-care.
Yes,
You know,
yes, yes,
boundary is very important because people will break those boundaries if you let them, because it's just the way life is. If you don't have a firm boundary, you will find that it's broken down all the time, and that doesn't serve anyone, because we want independent people, as you just said. Teach
yes,
them to fish, not
yes.
just give them the fish all the time. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boundaries, because you know your purpose. And when people know you for who you are, they respect those boundaries. Do
They
you
do.
know that the respect that we get is as a result of how we call
Show up in the world, how we show up. Yes.
how we
Yes.
show up is very
Yes.
important. So
Yes.
that is so important that we do that, so that our children, when they go out there, they see this other thing, because they're going to see it
They're
anyway.
going.
They
They're
will
going.
know what to do. That is not going to really have any problem with them, or anxiety or emotional disturbances. We need to
Yeah.
do these things, and it's a constant thing. You don't do it today and you don't do it tomorrow. It is
No,
a constant something, and
it
we are
is.
here to do that together. And thank God for this, and thank
Yeah.
God for Unpassive and Mr. Mufara for bringing us, because that is what Mr. Mufara is doing in the world. He
It
has
is.
been around the world. He sees how people are suffering, children in particular,
Yeah.
and he says, "I have to do something," and that is his purpose. So
Yes,
we
it
all,
is.
and he says, take Unpassive into your own individual purposes,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
together we can do these things.
Yes.
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 And if you don't know how to find it, let's carry out a conversation. That's why we are
Absolutely.
here.
That's
We
why
can
we're here.
carry out a meaningful conversation. Eventually, you'll be like, ah, I knew this long ago, but I wasn't listening to myself. And that
Yes.
I
Yes.
have done that, because I didn't used to listen to myself. I'm like, oh, I can do this. Yes, I'm so strong. I'm powerful. I'm so smart. But no, that doesn't work. It does not work.
No,
You
no.
end up being tired, and then you realize that you are not living any life of purpose. You didn't fulfill your goals and your dreams, and now
Yes.
you start looking at somebody. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring this story, but I'm really sorry that it's a sad story.
Ah,
Yesterday, when I called Cameroon uh,
yes.
to speak to Wasi, who is working on the One Global Movement program there, and he says, "Sister, we just are from a funeral." I said, "What?" And he was so sad. I'm really sorry to say that, but it happens. And
Yes.
he says, "Sister, this man is a very good neighbor. This man is helping young people in the community to
Mm-hmm.
look for scholarships and for ways for them to help themselves, either to
For the
work or
education.
themselves."
Yes.
And
Yes.
like you are doing you're doing the water project, the water
Yes, I am.
what I'm also
Yes.
doing. And now
Yes.
I don't have to be jealous of you, and you don't have to be jealous of me.
Exactly. I'm not.
Exactly. The people that were jealous, which they were also doing the same thing like him, and evidently, like my grandmother says, your eye is your marketing. That means your character is your market. Just like they say, your attitude
Absolutely.
is your
It's
altitude.
attitude. Yes.
Your
Yes.
attitude will determine how you do well in life and how you climb higher. But this is
Mm-hmm.
what happened. They went and they waylaid him, they beat him up mercilessly, beat him up, and this man managed to get a bike to take him home to his wife and children. This man has 5 children. They beat him up. The man got home. He could not speak. He could not. He was just in pain, and he collapsed and died right there. And these people were gone. But guess what? This man was so smart. The surveillance was there. They did not know that
Uh,
it was there. And I'm saying this is in Cameroon.
yes.
And 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 but the man is gone. 5 children. You taking the father away from his family. And so now the authorities went after them. 3 of them, they got them. You don't know
Good.
how to do your own marketing. Why don't you ask him? Well, you can
Yes.
even partner with him, and then while you guys having classes and doing
Yes.
together,
Yes.
like we are
Yes.
doing here, you go and
Yes.
destroy a whole father. What about the children? Because what affects you, what we do to people, it doesn't just end with those people. It affects those that surround him, those that depend on him, those that are his children or family.
Yes.
That's
Of
what we're talking
course.
about here. And sometimes you can't help it but yell. But when we yell, let's come back to that point to say, is this worth it? Am I truly living a life for purpose? So
Mm.
this, I just thought I should bring this story up here because it bothered me yesterday until I'm like, oh Lord, for
Well,
this.
it makes the point we're making, sister, that, maybe those people are, as you said, we can't blame, but they are obviously were not told that each and every person has a purpose and they can walk it their own way, or as you say, collaborate, not compete.
No
If
comment.
they knew, in their soul that join him,
Mhm.
as you say, make it bigger then if that's the case. But we just always think of lack. There's not enough to go around, so I'm going to take yours. That is not true of the world. Father God made an abundant world. There's
Yes,
enough, there's enough for everybody and more to spare.
yes,
So we don't
yes.
need to rob and beat up one another for anything. It's
I was
all
just thinking, I said, I'll let this settle down in my mind. I will call my brother. I'll
yeah,
ask for the mother. I speak to
yeah,
the mother. I see what age are the children.
yeah.
And these children will become ambassadors of One Global Movement.
Yes,
And
why
then
not?
I was thinking about ways that I can begin to help this
Yes, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
because it's
Let
not
me know.
easy.
Let me know what you decide. Okay.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Hmm.
And Queen Nancy says, Queen Yvonne, I love Wednesdays because you really get to the point, simple and clear, easy to understand. Thank you again. I really appreciate your time and dedication. I miss you, but I have to share.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
And we have our beautiful sister Juanita Slack. Thank you so much for joining us whenever you can. And this is the spirit. You do it whenever you can because I know that you are a good mother. You must have taken care of your family before you come in here. So thank you so much for joining us. And we have Manoj Jain. Thank you so much, sir, for your love and your support as usual. And thanks for being one of the strong pillars here behind our children. We highly appreciate you. Thank you. And let's go down here. And hopefully I don't miss any name. And here again is our link. We are still working to get to that point where we'll shorten the link because I tried to put the information so that
Mhm.
we start getting some thumbs up and stars from you guys. We're still
Yes.
going to get to that point, and when we get it, you will know. And this link will
Okay.
be shortened. But if you can go on One Global Movement Facebook page and like and follow, that will be helping us to get to that point. Thank you so much for putting that
Okay.
in there.
You're welcome.
We have our beautiful sister, Soparna Singh Assam. I see you a lot on Facebook and the great work that you're doing for Unpassive and One Global Movement. We highly appreciate you so much. And for also helping other founding members of Unpassive. We appreciate you and we love you. And we have Nancy says, families, if no one tells you yet today that you are loved, I want to remind you that hashtag One Global Movement, OGM loves you and appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for always doing that, Nancy.
That's very
This is
nice.
what we
Thank
need to
you.
do for our children,
Mm-hmm.
100% plus, right?
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Let's go down. K Malati. Let me go here first. We have our brother from the sunny Pretoria, Brother Levi Mamabolo. Thank you so much, sir, for all you're doing for children and women. And thank you for being that consistent, strong pillar behind children in the world. Thank you so much. We have a K Malati. Thank you. Nice program, Mrs. Malati. Biblo. Thank you from India. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Malati. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us from India. And this is real dedication and living a life of purpose. Thank you so much. And we have Jivan Turkey. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us here today. We highly appreciate you for always being present here and supporting children and women worldwide. Come again, and we love you. And we go down. Levi Mamabolo, thanks for helping out, always welcoming and greeting folks. Yes, these are these our regulars. I really thank you guys so much for what you're doing here. That makes this work lighter on me as well. Thank you so much. And John says hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart, hashtag JJB Tin Man, hashtag Big Heart, hashtag Unpassive, hashtag Ash Mufara, hashtag Unpacilicious, hashtag Education for Young Girls, hashtag And Boys Needs Education too. Okay? Okay. John has to fight for
Thank
everyone.
you, John.
Thank you. And
We
we have
agree, John. We agree. We
we agree,
agree.
yes. We have our brother Apuba Paul here. Thank you so much, sir, for always being here and supporting us. We highly appreciate your love and your presence and your contribution. Keep coming but take good care of yourself and your family. Thank you so much. And we have Jivan Shankar Nezaraji. How are you? Thank you so much. Good night, sweet dreams, ma'am. Good night. Don't let it
Sweet
get
dreams.
thank you so much. Thank you. And
That's great.
let's go down here. We have our brother who is helping us to make sure that we are safe is here, the firefighter Cecil Wire. Thank you so much, brother. And we really highly appreciate you for your contribution into the society. We know that you love what you do and you're living a life of purpose because it takes a special heart to be able to fight the fire from engulfing property or humans. So thank you so much for doing that.
Yes.
And now, and the last one, Queen Mundi, let me know I can help. Yes, always hop in here, Nancy. You can help at any time. When you're ready, hop on here.
No,
And
sorry, sister. I think she was talking about the mention of the other situation there.
oh, okay,
Yes.
Nancy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so
Okay.
much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I will let you guys know. Let me find out how to talk with the mother. Okay, so when
Okay.
we want to do in a very good way that the way that I
Yes.
want to do it in such a way that they will be part of the Five Chicks per Child program, so that
Yeah.
we're not just giving them that money to go and consume it.
I understand what
And
you're saying.
yes,
Yes.
yes.
Absolutely. Makes sense. Yes.
Yes. So Sir K. Jaffa Alizaka Mondal. I'm really sorry if I
Wow.
didn't pronounce your names well, but these names are so sophisticated that they're beautiful. So thank you so much for you said you're not going to be absent today. You must make your name count here. Yes, you've been counted here for supporting our children. Thank you. Let us keep spreading the word out, please. We need to. The goal is to reach 1.7 billion children. That is just for children. What about the
Yes.
adult? What about the women? Because we know
Yeah.
that when we reach these children, automatically we will be reaching the parents and the caregivers as well. Because
Right.
we're not helping children in isolation. We want to
Mm.
make sure that they are bonding together with their families and the
Right.
parents, the caregivers. So thank you guys so much. We will
Absolutely.
not
Thank
be
you.
playing. I want
No.
to make the announcement again. We will not be playing any music because YouTube is not providing us with the resources that we need to help our children because they think that we are playing other people's music with different content. So please bear with us. After some time, we will find the rules and regulations when YouTube must have integrated us into those resources, and then we can now start playing our music again. Okay. So thank you
Yes.
guys so much, and
Thank you.
I will let our sister here give
Okay.
her closing remarks because this is her day here with us. Thank you.
Okay. So I just want to leave everyone with a really, really powerful. It's a little quote. It says, "The reason I'm living and the reason I'm dying is the same thing." There's some our writer here, Margaret Atwood in Canada, and she says that it's the same question: why am I living? And why am I dying? That's how you pour yourself into your purpose. Just think about that and see what she's saying, right? They're one and the same. The reason you came and the reason you're leaving, you must have fulfilled your purpose. Find it. That's how important it is.
Yes, very important.
Find it and live it.
Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much for supporting today. Go in peace and with so much love for yourself first and your family and your children. Tomorrow is another beautiful day. If you can make it, that's good. If you cannot, I know that you're busy with yourself and families and taking care of business because the children need to eat. Remember, a hungry child is an angry child, and a hungry man is an angry man.
Angry man.
I was not going to come here. You see me? You see? I've been eating. Look, I have to eat. If I don't have time, I'm right on this, okay? So we need to keep the children well so they can study well. Thank you guys so much. Until tomorrow, we love you.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Okay.